There we go. All right. You can hear me. Thumbs up. You can hear me. Yes. Good. Awesome. All right. So nice gentle jog. Start to take the heels up towards your bum. Keep the core pulled in. Lift the chest nice and tall. Nice and light on those toes. So options, you can always just take it to a step back if you're in the flat today, but if you're in a house or a flat and you don't really care about the neighbors, if there's no one below you, just go for it. Or maybe you're outside. Keep the core pulled in. We're gonna take it to jacks in a minute. So you can just step, touch it, or jump it out. Take this at your own pace. 8 to go. 8, 7, keep the core nice and pulled in. Last few. Take it to hip openers. Open up, little step in between, keep the core nice and tight, and wrap that knee up, back, and around. Nice job, team. Couple more, 2 on each side. Woo, find that balance, Krista. We're gonna go into hamstring kicks, so nice straight leg out in front. Goal is to just try to straighten that leg rather than get it high. You can use your fingers as a target. Little step in between. Try to straighten through the back of the hamstring and get that stretch through the back of the leg. 1 more each leg. Nice job, team. Take it to torso twists, elbows tuck in. Pivot on the toe and brace the abs. Twist into it and double it up to one side. Getting a nice rotation, wringing out your abs, wringing out your core. If you're on a ball. Yeah. 1 more each side. All right, we're gonna take it to a forward lunge, lift your arms, and then rotate the body. And then step back together. Step forward, lunge, arms go up. Rotate towards your forward leg. Come back to center and stand. Finding your own rhythm, your own pace. You can take this nice and slow and controlled, or you can pick it up. If you've got that balance, keep the abs pulled in. We're gonna do 1 more each side. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. 90-90 in the legs. Take the feet wide. We're just going to kind of move side to side. So turn your toes out like you're in a sumo squat. Sink your hips back and get low. Opening up the inner thighs. You can put your hands on your thighs if you want to help keep you lifted. Shifting your weight from one side to the other. Again, sitting your hips back, keeping that chest lifted. Core is pulled in. A few more seconds here. All right, heel toe in. Nice big shoulder rolls to finish it off. Snap, crackle, pop. Other way, other direction. All right, so today we've got a full Tabata for you, full body. Make sure you've got a mat nearby. I'm gonna grab mine now. Our first section of moves, you will want the mat. So 2 moves, each block. We've got 4 solid blocks and then a bonus block at the end. We're gonna combine upper body, lower body, a little bit of core action, and we will be coming up and down from the floor quite a bit, which is also gonna drive your heart rate. Take your time with it, grab water when you need to. You've done Tabatas before, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, but in that 10-second period when you're coming off the ground, if you start to feel dizzy, just slow it down, take it to your own pace. I'm gonna get my timer ready to rock. And then I will show you our first 2 moves. Modify wherever you need to. I'm gonna provide options for everything. So our first 2 moves, we've got a double jack, arms up, and then arms out. Now you can hop it or you can step it. Dave and I will most likely be stepping it because of the jumping. But if you can jump, turn it into a big full jack. Second move is going to be a modified jackknife. You're going to come down to the floor, lie with your arms up overhead, legs out beneath you. You're going to come and sit up, and as you sit up, you tuck your knees in and try to clap your hands together underneath your legs. Out and up. Modification, arms overhead, and you just draw that knee in. Opposite knee, one, and alternate to the other. All right? So double jacks to start, modified jackknife to follow, 20 seconds of each, 10 seconds rest in between. Last sips of water. We ready to rock, team? We go in 3, 2, jack it out. So arms wide, and then they go overhead, trying to keep it shoulder height, and then drive them up. Core is pulled in. Chest is lifted tall. Nice. Bring that heart rate up. Rest. Slowly make your way down to the floor. Come for a lie down. Arms overhead, legs extend up. We're reaching and clapping under the knees. Arms up, and then pull it into clap. Option, knee tuck, alternating legs. You're just sitting up, tapping the knee. See if you can touch those fingertips underneath those calves, underneath the knees. Rest. Slowly make your way up to stand. Jacks are next. We go in 3, 2, arms out, arms up. Drive that heart rate. Now again, this is your workout. Go as fast as you want to go. The purpose of this exercise is to get that heart rate up. Start to bring a little heat to all the muscles in the body. Keep it pulled in, keep it tight. 3, 2, rest. Make your way down to the mat. Lie it down, arms out, legs out, tuck in and clap. So really pull from those lower abs rather than your hip flexors. Press that lower back into the mat when you come down and drop your shoulders. Exhale at the top. One more, rest. Hands behind the knees to help you get up. Slowly come up to stand. Remember what I said about making sure you've got that balance. Jacks. If you start to feel dizzy, take it down a notch. Otherwise, go for it. Halfway there. Can we go a little faster? Keep it going. You can punch the ceiling, you can punch away. Rest. Nice job, team. Make it down. Up, down, up, down. It's good. Arms up, legs out, add the clap. Or you can just lightly tap those fingertips behind the thighs. Keep it going. Press that back into the mat every time you come down. 2, 1, rest. Slowly come up to stand. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Jacks. Here we go. Step it, jump it, go as fast as you can. Lift that chest tall. Keep those abs and core turned on. Almost there. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, 1. Down to the mat. Almost last set.
Yep.
Arms overhead, legs out beneath you. Lift up. So shins come parallel to the floor, back lies flat, and then we pull from the lower abs to lift us up. Really pulling and focusing on the core rather than the momentum of our arms swinging, yes? Rest. Amazing, team. 1 minute rest. Grab a sip of water. You can set your mat to the side. Take a deep breath. We're gonna come back down. Crab kicks. Fingertips towards your hips. Lift your hips up high. Base level. You just add a little touch. Maybe you're even just lifting the knee and focusing on that balance. Advanced. Reach for your ankle or your toe. Second move, we're gonna flip over into a plank. Cross climbers. Step it, foot towards wrist, or hop it. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty? Stepping, jumping, pick your poison. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift those hips up in your crab. Now you can just lift that foot, or you can add the full extension with the reach. It's gonna challenge your balance, challenge your core. Keep the hips facing the ceiling. We don't wanna rotate the body too much as we reach for that other leg. Rest. Come down, flip it over. It's getting warm in here. Hands underneath shoulders. Step foot to wrist. This is level 1. We're putting the whole foot on the floor. Keep the back flat. Now, if you want to add the jump, add the jump. Little pause in between. Core is tight, and we really need to push through the palms to drive that foot up. Rest. Nice job, team. Flip it over. Come into your crab. Feet flat on the floor. Push through the palms, lift the hips, add the knee lift, and then when you're ready, reach. Woo! This really challenges my balance. Rest.
For officers.
For officers. Cross climbers are next, team. Come into your full plank, hands under shoulders. Start with a step, opening up those hips. And then when you're ready, add a jump and switch. Full foot on the floor. Take it slow and controlled. Just add that hop. Try it. Sink your hips down low. 2, 1, rest. Nice work, team. Coming into crabs. Flip it over, fingertips towards hips, feet flat on the floor. Reach, lift, here we go. Woo. Keep the abs pulled in. I always start off in a long sleeve because that's where I wore this morning, rest. But then I realized there's air conditioning at Edinburgh Leisure. And not in our flat. All right, hands under shoulders, full plank, cross climbers, go. Now, you can keep it slow, hopping one at a time, or you can add it, level up, full foot on that floor. If your wrists start to tire, make a fist. Rest. Nice job, team. I believe this is our last set. Dave's counting.
Thanks, Julia.
Fingertips towards your bottom. Lift those hips high. Reach. Remember, any level, if you start to lose that form, take it down a notch. If you can get that full leg extension, that's where we're reaching for. Doesn't matter. You do you. Rest. Woo! Flip it over. Last set of cross climbers. Set it up strong. Nice flat back. Full plank. Step, step, or jump. Keep that core pulled in. Sink your hips low. Try to keep a flat back and your weight shifted forward on top of those hands. Rest. Nice job, team. Full minute break. Grab a sip of water. Take a breather. I'm going to show you our next 2 moves. We're going to do a side lunge with a, I'm going to call it a crossbody knee tuck. So I'm going to lunge out with my left leg, side. Come to center. Right elbow is going to left knee across my body. Side lunge, across the body, knee tuck. Modification, side lunge, come together, and then just drive the knee towards your chest. Side lunge, and then a knee drive. We're gonna stay on each side, alternating for the 20 seconds. I'm gonna start with my left leg, stepping out wide. Right arm is gonna come towards the left knee. Remember your options. Here we go, 20 seconds. Ground through that standing leg. Now, if at any point you need to tap down and then go for that crunch, that's totally okay. Wherever your balance is today, that's what we're working on. Balance, coordination, core, rest. Shake it out. We're gonna come to the other side. My right leg is gonna step wide, and my left arm is going to touch my right knee. Here we go. Sink the hips back, keep that chest lifted, and take these at whatever pace is appropriate for you, with a pause, with a toe tap, or with just a knee lift to the chest. 2, 1, rest. Shake it out, roll out those ankles, shake out the chest. Opposite side. 3, 2, 1, step wide. So when you step wide, you want to make sure that your hip can go directly behind you, and then you can still draw it in. We don't want to go too wide that you can't get back up. Weight shifts back, drive it through. Add that rotation, rest. Shake it out, come to the other side. Use whatever space you have. Deep breath in, 3, 2, step it, crunch it. Knee comes over ankle as you lunge, yes? 90 degrees. Sitting that hip back behind you. Modification, you might be reducing the range of motion a little bit more. 2, 1, rest. Shake it out. Deep breath in, left leg going out. 3, 2, step into the side. 10 seconds goes by so quick, doesn't it? Crunch. Like you're wringing out a towel, twist. Make sure that that elbow to knee motion is controlled, and it's not just a reaction of you coming up from the floor. You're intentional with this. Rest. Shake it out. Right leg over to my right side. 3, 2, 1, step wide. Whoop, there's a slippy spot. Let me adjust my stance. Crunch. You've got about 9 seconds, team. Sink lower. Where can you add the challenge? Is it depth, speed, rest? Going again, last set. 1 on each side. Here we go. To the left, my left. Keep that chest lifted. Squeeze those obliques. All of those side rib muscles working super hard. 3, 2, rest. What's great about this move is it doesn't need to be high impact, meaning we don't have to jump. It's low impact, high intensity. Right leg going out, last set. Twist. Chest up, core tight. Squeeze those abs. Make sure that you're getting that resistance work in. Make this move work for you. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo, nice work. Smashing it. Great, it's your favorite move. We've got a triple lunge with a flamingo. Balance. Triple lunge, 90-90, pulses at the bottom, and then we shift into our flamingo. If you are modifying triple lunge, you can toe tap and then find your flamingo. Reduce the range of motion in both. You don't have to get into a T, just try to lift that leg and squeeze your glute. Your second move is going to be a narrow wide surrender. Grab your mat. Put your mat behind your heels. Sink into your narrow squat. We step wide, narrow, knee, knee, up, up. So we come down to our knees and then we come up onto our feet. If you're modifying, you stay with us in that squat, reducing your range of motion. And then 2 oblique knee drivers. Triple pulse lunge. Here we go. Flamingo. So 3 at the bottom of your lunge. And then shift your weight into the flamingo, squeezing your glutes. Finding that balance through that standing leg. Rest. Coming into our narrow squat. Feet just outside the hips. Sink into it, get low. Fingertips can be at your temples or across the body. We step wide. Both sides. And then we come down, down, up, up. Wide, narrow, down, down, up, up. Nice job, team. Whatever works for you. You can do the oblique knee, rest. Shake it out. Triple lunge, other side. Take a nice long stride back. Sink into your lunge, back knee under hip, triple pulse. And then we shift into that front leg. It's okay if you don't get into that T position, but that's our goal. Nice flat back, nice extended back leg. Front knee over ankle. Rest. Nice. Come back into your stance for your squats. Hands up or across or at the hips. You choose. Sink in, step wide. Knee, knee, up, up. Staying low in our squat keeps us lower to the ground. It's kind of a little bit of a cheat in that surrender. It might feel hard, but you don't have to go down as far. Rest. Nice job, team. Triple lunge, other side. Step long behind you, sink into your lunge. Triple pulse, flamingo. A little warrior 3 action. Balance, coordination. Toes are facing in the same direction in your lunge. Tilting that tailbone under. Rest. Shake it out. Anybody else's quads feeling it? Mine are. Narrow wide squat, sink in, step it out. Can you get lower? Now remember, if you're not coming down to the floor, nice big oblique crunch knee on each side. Stay with it. Oh, I'm dripping with sweat. 3, 2, 1. Finish this one. Rest. Woo. All right, last side. Lunges. Step back nice and long. I forgot which side I was on. 3 pulses. 1 flamingo. Tuck those hips underneath you and squeeze that butt to lift that leg. You can put your hand there to see if it's firing. You should feel your glutes squeezing and reacting. Rest. Amazing job, team. Last set of narrow wides. We're in the final round. Bonus after this. Sink in. Wide, narrow, surrender. Now, take these at your own pace. I'm sticking slow and controlled. If you want to pick it up, go a little faster. See if you can get a little lower. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Amazing. Everybody grab a sip of water. You can keep your mat nearby if you want to. We are coming down to the floor, but you might not need it. Only if you're going to use it for your knees for support. Bonus move. 90 seconds. You get to count your reps. We've got angry alligators. So feet start off together. We're going to inchworm out nice and long into a plank. You can come down to the forearms. Knee to tricep on each side. Come back into your plank and walk back into your meet your feet. Slowly rising. Modification. Roll it out into an inchworm. You can just stay up on the hands and not come down to the forearms. Still try it. Walk it back in. Or you can always just hold a regular hover for 90 seconds, which might be harder. So, are we ready, David?
Sure.
Do you want some more space?
No, I'm good.
If you are staying on your hands and you want to just drop to those knees, if you're in your plank and you're up on your hands, you can stay on those knees and drive that knee to the tricep as well. That's another option to support you. But you all are strong. Get up on those toes. 90 seconds on the clock, team. This is it. Final burnout. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Inchworm it out. Come down to the hover, onto the elbows if you can. Elbow to each tricep. Take it at your own pace and count your reps. How many can you get in? Back is flat, hips are low. Driving that knee to try to touch that tricep. Low and controlled, like a sneaky alligator or a crocodile. Pull those abs in, super tight. Whole palm on the floor as you walk out. Soft knees. Get a nice big stretch through those legs. Amazing job, team. You're more than halfway there. Push. Can you get a few extra bonuses in? Keeping those feet close together. Ankles are almost touching. Hips stay low to the floor. 20 seconds. Push for it. Abs in. Turn it all on. Burn through. You got this. Strong and fierce. 6 seconds. One more rep. Finish it. Nice job. Walk it in. Bend the knees. Slowly roll it up to stand. Take a deep breath. Grab a sip of water. What was your number?
12.
Type your number in the chat if you want to share it. I'm impressed by all of them. You did it. Take a big inhale up. Exhale out. Grab onto your shoelaces for a quick quad stretch. Spread the toes on your standing leg and press your hip forward. Switch sides. Oh, amazing. I am feeling so much more energized than I was 25 minutes ago. You crushed it, team. Well done. Release it. Arms open wide. Take your feet wider than your hips. Slightly turn out your toes. Tip from the hips. Nice flat back. Soft bend in those knees so we don't lock anything out. Now you can drop your hands down to the floor or grab opposite elbows. Hang out. Just open up through the backs of those legs. Deep breath in. Walk the hands over to the left. So you can be maybe touching your shoe, maybe your hands are up on your shin, or maybe they're up here on the thigh. Not locking out this knee, we're just getting a nice good stretch through the back of it. Walk to the right. Oh, it feels so nice. Walk it back to the center, heel toe in. Slowly bend at the knees, roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Take a nice big inhale up. Arms up overhead, bend at the elbow. One hand comes to the opposite elbow for a little tricep stretch. You can step back with your left leg if your right arm is up. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Come into a little lunge, pressing and tilting your hip forward for a little hip flexor stretch. We're gonna switch sides. Tricep first, find your elbow, step back, come into your lunge, hold it, and like push your hips forward, tucking your tailbone under you and squeezing your glutes to get a nice little hip flexor stretch on that back leg. Nice, switch into a little shoulder stretch. Release that shoulder, tilt the neck if you want. Switch sides, open wide. What a way to put a little bit of movement into your Sunday. Release that down. Take a big inhale up to the sky. Exhale out. One more, inhale all the good stuff. Exhale all the bad stuff. You all crushed it. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna turn my mic off and pause our recording.